All right, so this is the second day of Maple Festival. Yesterday I helped out Pat and Valerie at Back Creek Farms. I was on parking, but today we're gonna go do our own thing and check out everything. Where are we at right now, babe?
Puffin Burgers?
Puffin Burgers. Okay, so this is a maple syrup place also. They got all the maple trees back there. They got a lot. Let's go check it out. So if you look at the trees, they got it tapped up there. And it runs in these lines, and if you look back here, they have lines everywhere. And it's going into the sugar shack where they're cooking it. So let's go in and see how they're cooking their maple syrup. All right, now we're going into Rex Roads. Let's go check this one out, baby.
Building fires at the cabin this weekend, but it's a lot hotter than our fires.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of time. You get your picture. All right, there you go.
Did you girls have any more questions about maple syrup?
You take all that time, come over here.
Or about the trees. Any questions?
Anybody need another picture before they close it back up?
Time to get our all-you-can-eat pancakes on. Right now we're at the, what's this place called? Rootatan?
Yeah.
And it's like all-you-can-eat pancakes and sausage. It with real maple syrup. So the stop we're on right now is, what is it? Sapsuckers, babe?
Mm-hmm.
And this is actually one of the coolest guys. When we first moved here, he came and stopped by. His name's Ronnie Moyer.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of stuff has he done? He came over and he brought us what?
Summer sausage, 2 different times. Deer meat, really
Yeah.
good cut of deer meat, fresh.
And he invited us over to his cabin. We went up there right down the road
Cooked
from
us
us.
amazing dinner, homemade
Yeah.
cakes, special family recipes.
Pork chops and then ramps. We found out what ramps are. What are ramps?
Well, it's like these little garlicky onion kind of greens that pop up in the early spring, and he had them pickled.
Pickled, they were so
They were good.
I love pickles. So let's go check out Ronnie's place. Oh, look at that. The sugar water can freeze, huh? Nice. Heading down to the sugar camp. You can see all the lines everywhere. Maple syrup, big business back here, huh, babe?
Mm-hmm.
What was the #1 state for maple syrup?
I believe it's Vermont.
Vermont. Okay. A managed sugar bush. He's got a lot of trees. Wow. All right, we came down there. Let's walk on over to the sugar shack.
And how they kind of got started. So really, back in the day, we didn't have a lot of metal, so this is wooden spiles were kind of the thing. And most of the time, you would have used something like a sumac because the pith is really kind of spongy. It's easy to knock out, and so that makes it really easy to have that hole for something coming out. After wood, the next biggest thing that came along would have been something like this, which is that cast iron, which is really good to have, but what's the biggest hold up with cast iron is that it's very brittle. And so lots of times when you're beating it into a tree, you break it. Or when you're trying to get it out, you break it. So there were a lot of trees at one point in time that had a lot of cast iron left in them. And then you kind of switched more to this kind of metal, and then the smaller metal, it's not necessarily stainless, but we're working our way. There's a company, DSD, they're making these super, super small.
Coming up from his sugar shack way down there, he has this board, and then these are the ramps we were talking about, right? And we pickle those, babe, they're so good. So they have this stuff growing around here. And what kind of mushrooms?
Morels.
Morels, yeah. So we need to look for those leaves. This spring, they should be popping up maybe about a couple months. So here's Ronnie's little shop. Let's go in and see what we got. We got a maple BLT today, the pinto beans and cornbread. It's gonna be so good. His wife made the cornbread, the beans, and the BLT. And my wife's not eating with me right now. Why, baby?
Because I had all-you-can-eat pancakes and sausage and gravy.
Oh, she's eating for two. So we're at one more stop. What's this place called?
Duff Sugar Shack?
Duff Sugar Shack. But they have an orchard here. We want to show you what we need to do to our fruit trees to protect them from what?
Deer.
And what do we need? Like an 8-foot fence? Check out what these guys got. That's some serious stuff right there. No deer getting in, and we're just taking a video for ourselves, really, so we can kind of see what they're doing. Don't touch it, huh? Might be electric. So it looks like they have apples in here. Let me see how big you are compared to this, babe. 8 feet? Yeah, no deer's jumping over that. That is super cool. So we got some fruit trees. It's not well organized like this. It's a little spaced out, but we're gonna have to put some kind of fencing up so we can get our fruit trees to be successful. Nice stonework, babe. You could do something like this. Oh, here's a log cabin shell they're selling, huh? For relocation? Oh. Babe.
Y'all are heading home now? Head back to your shore?
Guess what, believe it or not, I have diabetes.
You have that? Oh, okay. This apparently doesn't affect, we had, my neighbor's severe diabetic. He eats maple syrup. It's different. I don't,
That's interesting.
whatever mom says, I don't.
Okay, so this is our last stop. This is where I was yesterday, parking cars. We came into Back Creek Farms. We went in there and checked it out. And then we also got their own little brew, which is super cool right there. They do it just for the season. So guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned.
Vanilla cinnamon.
But I'm coming home. I'm coming. I'm coming home. I'm coming. Homestead Overland, Virginia.